Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would upload this video because I actually recorded this back in June. This is my old neighbor Sarah, and I did her makeup for her 19th birthday. So I am just beginning to prime her skin using a little bit of moisturizer. As you guys can see, she already has really great skin. She's nice and young, has really smooth and hydrated skin, but I'm just adding that little extra slip of hydration before foundation, which I'm using L'Oreal Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 202. I'm just using a Real Techniques. I think this is just like their foundation brush. I don't even know the name of it, but they sell them at Walmart. I love Real Techniques, so I'm just taking that, starting in the center of the face and just buffing that out. This is a really great foundation for drugstore, especially I feel like for young girls who are just starting with makeup, because it is a really, really nice coverage. I know a lot of like young girls like the Maybelline Fit Me. Personally, I haven't tried that one. I just really love L'Oreal products. If you guys follow me, you guys know this, but it just looks really good on our skin. That's why I chose that foundation. Next, I just took a damp Real Techniques blending sponge. You can also find this at Walmart. And I am just pressing the foundation into her skin so it looks as natural as possible. This just helps the foundation just mesh better with your skin, basically. Now I'm taking this concealer from Urban Decay. This is in the Stay Naked Concealer. It's in the shade 40NN. That's the shade I'm using on her today. And I have a little bit, I took some out on the back of my palette. So I'm not working directly from the wand because I'm working on somebody else. So I'm just applying that from my palette with my brush and again blending that in with the Real Techniques blending sponge. This is really good to blend in under eye concealer, products like concealer all over the face. So I'm just going back in with a second layer. Sometimes if you find you add a layer of concealer it's not enough, just add a second layer. This one is super natural and it's really great for anybody who doesn't wear a lot of makeup. So now I'm just going in with some under eye setting powder. This is a MAC palette, so I'm just mixing two shades. You can really use any setting powder. Just make sure it's not too full coverage. Something really sheer. A translucent powder will do fine if you like that kind of thing too. So now I'm just going back, working off my palette. Whatever concealer I had left on the palette of that Stay Naked concealer from Urban Decay, I'm just taking that where she has a little bit more redness, like I said, around the nose, around the chin, and yeah, she has really good skin, so she didn't need a whole lot of coverage. And you always want to make sure, especially for young girls, I feel like they always say, oh, I have really oily skin or my makeup doesn't stay on. Just a good mineral powder is good. It's really sheer, it's really natural. This one is from MAC. It is in the shade Medium Plus. That's the color that I'm using on Sarah today. This is a really good product just because it'll make sure that her foundation locks in place all day, but it's not going to get too cakey or too thick in consistency. So to bronze her skin, I was working out of a palette, but they sell this product individually. This is from the brand Benefit Cosmetics. This is their famous Hoola bronzer. This is just a traditional one, so I'm just bronzing her skin with that. If your daughter has a darker complexion, they do them an entire range. They actually do one lighter than this if your daughter is like super fair skin. Likewise, if she's deeper complected, they have a whole range of shades. So now I am priming her eyes for eyeshadow, and I'm using just a synthetic brush. I ended up going with my fingers, and by the way, I just want you guys to know I'm washing my hands pretty much between every single product I'm applying on her face. I like went to the kitchen and washed my hands. But yeah, I just applied this primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And now I am going in with eyeshadow, and I'm taking this one. I have this in a palette, but this is from ColourPop, and it is in the shade Made to Last. It's one of my favorite eyeshadows because it's just super, super natural. You can honestly just wear this one all over the lid, but I'm just taking that in her crease to start off the look and slowly building up more just till I get the definition that I want. And I'm just taking that on a Morphe synthetic blending brush. Next, I'm taking this palette from ColourPop. This is the Fortune palette. They sell this at Ulta, but I'm just taking a little bit darker of a matte shade. You'll notice I always do my matte shades first in my videos. If you've seen any of them, you know this to be true. The reason why is because if you put down a shimmer first, shimmer just gets everywhere. But yeah, I like to do shimmer last so it stays exactly where you want it. But yeah, I'm taking that second shade, of course, on a MAC 217 blending brush just to deepen her crease, and then just going back, softening the edges with that first brush and that first matte shade. And then taking the second shade on her lower lash line on a pencil brush, and I don't know why this part was a little bit blurry, but luckily I didn't do that for too much of the video because I would have been very upset. But yeah, this part was a little blurry. But anyways, so yeah, taking that, buffing out the lower lash line with the same shades that we just put in the crease, And on the upper lash line, because she said she doesn't really wear eyeliner, I find that a lot of young girls either wear like a really strong black liner or they just don't wear any at all if they don't wear a lot of makeup. Sarah definitely wears a more natural makeup day to day, so I just took a little bit of a brown eyeshadow along her lash line to create the illusion of a fuller lash. And right here, I don't know what we were talking about. Apparently, it was really funny. But on her inner corner, I'm just taking a really light shimmery eyeshadow. I just had it in my MAC palette. Like I said before in all of my videos, you can use your highlighter, just anything that's really light and shimmery. Just pop that in the inner corner. It really opens up the eye. So now I'm taking this product from ColourPop. This is a Super Shock Shadow, and the shade is a little quirky. This is a brand new one, so take a good look at it because, yeah, it's not going to last very long. So this particular product is my favorite eyeshadow, honestly. It's super, super easy. They do them in a ton of different shades. They sell these at Ulta. You can also find these on ColourPop's website. But this is the greatest product, especially for young girls. So if you're looking to get your daughter into like a really easy eyeshadow routine, if you're going to get her one eyeshadow product, get her one of these shadows because as you can see, you can apply them with your fingers, which makes them so easy to use. They do them in matte ones, they have shimmery ones, different shades, fun shades. But yeah, they're really easy to use. Because we want to keep this look nice and natural, I'm taking a cream colored eye pencil in Sarah's waterline. This is from the brand called Essence. They sell it at Ulta for $3. These eyeliners are great. So next I'm taking this eyebrow gel, which is really great for young girls who really either don't do anything with their brows or just have really unruly brows. But Sarah has really nice, naturally full brows, so she really doesn't need a lot. So yeah, and I did want to say the reason why I'm using the applicator on her directly, which I typically would never do for sanitary purposes, is because I gave this to her afterwards. So this is hers to use. And this is a pencil that I'm just lightly going in with. This is Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Medium Brown. For highlight today, I'm going to be using this highlighter shade from one of the NARS blush palettes. This is the Wanted One palette. I'm just taking that on the high points of her face, just a little on her cheekbones, and I think I took just the smallest amount down the center of her nose. And for blush today, I'm using this one from MAC. It is in the shade Like Me, Love Me, and it's just the nicest peach shade. It's not too orange, but I thought it went really good with her eyeshadow look and just kind of brightened her face up a bit. So for lipstick today, I'll be applying the shade from Wet n Wild. It is in the shade Peach Please, and you'll notice I'm applying it with a lip brush. One, because it is more easy to apply on somebody else, but also because everything I'm using here today, I essentially drenched in 99% alcohol. Any makeup artist should be doing this on the regular, but yeah, I sanitized the lipstick and then I scraped some off and worked off my palette for that. Now I am applying Sarah's personal mascara. This is Lancome Mr. Big. I went ahead and told her just to bring her own. That way I could work straight out of the wand directly on her. Any other time I'm doing makeup, and if for you guys, if you guys ever get your makeup done and somebody's not using a disposable wand, or if they are using it like a tester or something in their kit and they're double dipping, that is a big call out. You never want to see that. So yeah, you should typically always be using disposable wands, but because she owns this is hers, I'm just using it straight out of the tube. But this is a great mascara for any young girl who loves a really full lash. So next, this is what I'm going to be using on her lower lashes. This is from MAC. It is the Extended Play Mascara. And as you can see, the wand is totally different. It's super fine. It's amazing for lower lash mascara. Same thing, this is also her personal mascara. She brought this from home. It's funny because I gave these to her as a gift like maybe 2 Christmases ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, you still have these? And she's like, no, I repurchased them. I love them so much. So yeah, just know that these are really great mascaras if your daughter is in the market for one, or even if you are watching and you're looking for a really good high-end mascara. These ones are really awesome. So I'm just adding another coat of her mascara to her upper lashes. In the last step, I'm just setting her face using MAC Fix Plus setting spray. This will just ensure that all of her products melt into her skin and look really nice and natural. And that completes the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Any of you guys who have teenage daughters out there who maybe struggle or don't know kind of what direction to point them in as far as makeup, I wanted to leave this here as a reference for you guys. So thank you for watching and leave your comments down below. Thanks, bye.